Welcome back, all you lovely people. We are Chris and Joe. This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it.
Amen.
Hey, Joe, what's special today?
Today I'm not doing the cooking. We have got special guests in our show.
Oh, Maurice and his wife Charlotte. Wow, welcome, guys.
Hi guys.
What's special today?
Today I'm going to make a very delicious butter chicken and I cannot wait to cook this amazing dish for all of you guys.
Come, let's get started.
Okay, to begin, first we need to marinate our chicken. So to get started, I have over here half a kilo of chicken and I need half a teaspoon of salt. So I'll just add just about half a teaspoon of salt. And after that I need half a teaspoon of chili powder. My mom has already kept everything very neatly for me, so I don't really have to do anything. But this is exactly half a teaspoon of chili powder. I need 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. And my wife is my assistant right now, so I don't have to tax my lazy hands. And then I need half a tablespoon of ginger garlic paste, which is already prepared for me over here. This is exactly half a tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. I need 2 tablespoons of curd. So this is 2 tablespoons of curd. I'm just going to add all of it. I hope my audio is clear and you guys can hear me clearly, because I'm not really, this is the first time I'm doing this over here, so I just hope all of you all can hear me. And I need a pinch of food color. So this is a pinch of food color. We've mixed it with a few drops of water. So you just mix that and you add it to the mixture. And you mix the chicken. Cover the chicken and leave it to marinate for 30 minutes. Okay, for the butter chicken gravy, first we need to prepare our masala. So for that, I'll just turn on the stove and put it on a medium flame. I need quarter cup of oil. So just roughly around quarter cup. After that, I need to add 2 tablespoons of butter because we are making butter chicken. The more the butter, the more tasty your butter chicken gets. So I like to throw in a little extra butter. It does no one any harm. Okay. Now the oil is hot. Here there's 2 medium-sized onions sliced and ready to go. So I'll just throw in the onions and we'll just cook them till they are lightly soft. We don't want them to be brown or dark. Okay, so now the onions are nice and soft. I had the flame on medium. I've lowered it now because I don't want the onions to burn. So here I've got half a mace and 2 green cardamoms. So I'm going to add that. And I have 2 medium-sized tomatoes. I'm going to add these also to the onions. I left a piece of tomato behind. You don't want to leave anyone behind. So, you leave the 99 for the one. And I will also add in, I got half a teaspoon of ginger garlic paste that I will add in here.
Tablespoon.
Oh, sorry, I said teaspoon. It's half a tablespoon. I'm going to add half a teaspoon of salt. Approximately half. I have over here half a teaspoon of Kashmiri Lal chili powder. I have half a teaspoon of regular spicy chili powder. And I have quarter teaspoon or 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric. So I'll add that to the mix. We'll just cook this for a bit. I had pre-soaked about 20 cashews, so I'm adding those also to the mix. And I got a little coriander, a bunch of coriander that's finely chopped. I'm going to add that also. I'm so used to garnishing food that I just was going to garnish this, but we are not at that stage yet. So we'll just cook it for a bit. I'm going to increase the flame to medium flame, and I'll just cook it till the tomato is slightly soft. Okay, so I've been cooking this for roughly around 5 minutes. As you can see, the tomato is nice and soft. Now all you got to do is just turn off the flame, keep this aside to cool, and we'll grind it to a paste once it's cold. Okay, so I've kept the masala mixture on the side to cool. In the meantime, I'll just shallow fry the marinated chicken. So for that, I'll just turn on the gas. And now my wife will take over the frying process. Charlotte, please.
So we will be adding 1 tablespoon of oil. We'll wait for 2 minutes. We can put little more.
This is why I wanted my wife to take over, because although we have measurements in place, the sign of a true chef is the gut feeling.
Now I'll be arranging the pieces.
Okay, so the chicken has been cooking on one side for about 2 minutes. So now we'll turn the chicken. So you have to cook each side for 2 to 3 minutes. So overall around 5 to 6 minutes we'll be cooking the chicken. After which we'll cover it with a lid and cook it for 10 to 12 minutes. So I know that we initially started turning it with the tongs, but we decided to move on to a spatula because it's a lot easier, and also like if you're cooking in a larger quantity, like you're cooking say a kilo or a kilo and a half of chicken, it's better to use a bigger pan and just use a spatula to fry it because it saves time and you can just do it a lot better and quicker. So yeah, the whole point is to just cook and fry the chicken well. So yeah, that's what we are trying to do. So the chicken has been frying for roughly around 6 minutes. So now I'll just keep the spatula aside and we'll cover the chicken and we'll cook it on a medium flame for about 10 to 12 minutes. It's nice and lightly browned. This is what will give it a nice smoky flavor. So now we'll just turn off the gas and we'll continue with the process. Now for the final leg of the procedure of making butter chicken, I'm just going to cook this puree and the chicken together. So this is the puree that I made from the masala that we cooked in the beginning, the one with the tomatoes and onions and cashews. So I'll be cooking it in the same pan that I fried the chicken in. So for that, I'll just add about 1 tablespoon of oil. And let me just turn on the stove. I'll let the oil heat for a bit. Okay, now the oil is nice and hot. Now I'll just add the puree that I had made into the pan. And I'll also add half a cup of water. I know it looks like soup, it's not soup. I just rinsed the mixer jar with that half a cup of water, and I'm just going to cook this mixture for 4 to 5 minutes on a medium flame. I'm going to add another half cup of water because my gravy is a little too thick. So I'm just going to mix it in my bowl where I have the puree, just so I get all of that nice puree. I don't want to miss out on any flavor. So just add half a cup of water. Now the amount of water you actually need really depends on how thick or how thin you want your gravy. So, and you don't have to cook this too much because we've already cooked it before we ground it in the mixture. So now our gravy is looking good. Now I'll add a fried chicken and the oil that it fried in. So there's not a lot of oil. Just add that oil. You want all of that flavor, butter, everything that went into it. You don't want to leave anything behind. Mix it nicely. Let it get nicely coated with that puree. Here I've got half a teaspoon of garam masala. Gonna add that in the mixture. And there's also 2 teaspoons of jaggery. So the amount of jaggery you add into the mixture is really up to you, how sweet you want your butter chicken to be. I'm a bit of a sweet tooth, so I like my butter chicken to be a little bit more on the sweet side. So that's really up to you. So our chicken has been cooking for a couple of minutes. Now all we need to do is just taste and see if the salt is enough. I didn't add enough salt, so I already tasted it actually. I'm adding half a teaspoon of salt. But you can see how much salt you think it needs and add accordingly. I'll just stir that salt a little bit. Now I'm adding half a teaspoon of roasted kasturi methi and 2 tablespoons of fresh cream. Oopsies, I splashed a little. But that's what makes cooking fun, you know. Don't have to be too prim and proper. This is not a 5-star hotel or something, you know. So just mix that cream nicely. We just have to cook it for like 2 minutes maybe. And we are done. See, you see how the fresh cream adds layers and texture and color to it. I really like how it looks when you add the cream. Now I'll garnish with fresh coriander. The bunch of coriander that we have chopped. Just garnish with the coriander. I'll be mixing it. So now I'll gently just, because I like green bits in my gravy. That's why I like to stir it a bit after I garnish the coriander. I like to mix it a little. Look at how nice that looks. And now we turn off the gas and we add a nice big dollop of butter, because everyone likes butter. And that's about it. Now butter chicken is ready. You can have this with, we'll be having it with paratha, but you can have it with chapati, bread, pav, or whatever you like. It pretty much goes well with even rice, you know. So yeah. Okay, so now for the paratha, I'm using these, you get these ready-made parathas in stores these days. I'm using the one by ID. It's already kind of like half cooked or something. So I'll just cook it in ghee. So the pan is already hot. We're adding some ghee just to. So this is how I make these parathas nice and soft. And you don't have to always use ghee. You can use oil also. But ghee is always better. So my mom says. Now for the famous last words from every episode of Chrisandjo. Now for the moment of truth. Please do the honors.
Chris?
It always falls on me to do the cooking part. And I love it.
Satya, you're gifted with a.
It looks awesome.
Your palate and your taste buds are gifted.
So tempting.
Mmm.
So tempting. I might as well.
You were,
So heavenly. It's too good.
you had me at I couldn't wait.
It's incredibly creamy.
Fantastic. Awesome.
I'm glad you like it.
And the flavors are so well blended.
The genes are flowing. Mother's a chef.
Charlotte, why don't you try?
The boys are following. Wow, it's too good. Too good. Guys, you need to try this. And if you got the family around, you should do it. Thanks for watching. And before you go, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click that notification bell. See you all next Sunday.
Happy cooking.
This is Chris and Joe and family signing off.